G'day there mate, my name is Mr. Magilla-cutti and welcome back once again to my channel. So today we'll be continuing off where we left off on Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, where we left off last time, we made it to Meridian only to find it in chaos. Ursula's dead, Aloy's sister, but before that we did manage to arrive at another cauldron, so that's good to know. Anyway, I apologize for the long videos and for getting interrupted last time. It's 16 minutes. That's hardly any time to record at all. But you're not here to listen to me complain. You're here to watch me play a game, hopefully. So let's get to it, shall we?
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Apparently so. Nice picture.
The corner of this rug is frayed. The floor near it is worn. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Okay, so we need to find a way to break open the hatch. We'll find the key for it at least. Let's check upstairs. What the portrait's done? You clearly don't have the ways of investigating that I do, pal. Family portrait.
It looks like a picture of Owen's family.
Let's take a look up here. Nothing.
A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need. Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
I think this is gonna scare the poor guy.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Oh, they give him a scare. Let's see what's down here. A map. Journal. And a recording.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Guess that explains it. See what the journal has to say.
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Okay. I normally don't like to read this stuff, but since it's part of the story, day 4. Sorry, 4th day. I'm a traitor now, and I see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed. No, there is no escape. What good can writing do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you, lavender and ash and thought. What I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Say your thoughts. Tear the leaves, thin the pages, to show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could. 15th day, same dream. Your hand in the forge light, our son's weight on my shoulder. All three of us. You turned to me and whispered, "It is a dream." I answered, "Yes, I know." And then wake alone. Even awake, my life is a dream. I lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives, the treachery is the cost. I will pay it. The 34th day. Every week the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low. Scrubbing to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want, must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Aaron and Elsa, but not even the sweetest brewery can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrayed them. The villains washed through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade from my throat, but fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better lie than I thought myself. Must be. 54th day. Faithful sleeps these past 3 nights, thinking of that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device must be. The device must be. Even so, what threat does she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed the day tower. Now I am called to a dig in Rockwell. They promised another glimpse of you and our son. I hope to see you both. Bloody hell. Okay, let's have a look at this map.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me in the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Redridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need.
Don't make me beg.
Redridge Pass, you said. I'll see what I can do.
Alrighty. The Field of the Fallen. Alrighty. Got a couple of new things we need to do now. And some more side quests here. A whole heap of them. But before that, let's head to one of these vendors here. I'll show you what to trade them for. Trade with them for. Okay, so this is for... Okay. It's for some other stuff too, but looks like we can trade in a behemoth lens here. Not quite one of the merchants I was hoping for.
Don't let your guard down.
Right. This way. Looks like they're on the upper level.
This place smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
Rugged? Well-traveled? Yes. I would like to talk to you.
Studious Palace.
All right. What did you want to discuss?
You're an outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like many in your tribe?
No. Although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the old ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
Okay, so this is where we can trade in those vessels.
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. One for water, one for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which vessel was used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous.
I figured you hit the nail on the head there. Though then again, people do use those cups for all sorts of things. Cheaper way, I suppose, but...
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
But anyway, he's not wrong. We can actually trade the stuff in. So again, once we get sets of 4, we can trade them in. Are we doing that once I get the whole set of all the vessels here?
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy.
there! Can you help me? Can you spare a moment? Someone robbed my house. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Very well then. We'll be doing that later on. Well, I might as well just go in there now and do it. At least I thought I can.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
This is what you call a heart attack.
Most of the commoners took the elevator.
Drops of blood bleeding away.
Alright then, let's follow and see where it leads.
Yes, you look capable.
More blood.
You might do.
I'm still on the trail.
Come here if you will.
No.
I praise Sun King of God every day for ending
Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad.
Yeah. Here we go, over here. Another one of the special trainers.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
Okay. So we can actually trade in the figures to this woman here.
You said the king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any. Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
Okay.
Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
So once I actually get more of
Trail
those.
ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Uh-huh.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Okay.
Go for a drink and a bite.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Indeed. Gotta admit, this is quite a beautiful city.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Let's head back then.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Yeah. But since we now know we need to go for that one, we'll go pick up the other side quests here. No, that's the hunting lodge, so yeah, let's not go there yet. Can't go up there,
Found
but...
any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outlander?
Some, but not all.
What are they doing out here?
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy. Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny. Too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learn how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Right. Shifty-eyed gambler. We'll see what we can do. And sadly, this one's here in the Hunter's Lodge, but I told myself I want to go in there until we actually get all the other 100 rounds done.
Interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
You already told me about it. But... oh, I've got a lot of editing to do tonight.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Banuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
You're not wrong there.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Carja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Carja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
So we got a lot of new stuff we need to do here. Alrighty, so what we're doing now, might as well head back down here to see what we can do at the water mill. Alright, looking at the map, there's a long neck here that can probably clear up most of the region here, and one here to clear up this region, and one here for this region here. Now for this long neck here, this is probably, yeah, this one is for the Frozen Waste DLC. So we'll be leaving that one for when we finish. Alrighty. Let's go find our water mill. I don't know why, but look at this city here. I can't help but think of like maybe.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll soon cheat you as look at you.
The only thing I can think of about them is that, I mean, this place I can only think about is like close to India, maybe. At least that's my opinion. Here we go. I guess that was the counterweight. Well, that's what it's tight. Back down. Oh, another side place down here. Good gravy. Bring that too. We're gonna be very, very busy today. Clear off this bit, gang, guys. And sadly, I want to get all the side stuff done first before I focus on the main story. Right, let's pick up this one over here first. Ooh.
Was a guard under the last king.
That was just him slamming his spear down.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. No more. Freeholds were warned.
You're talking about orders. I'm talking about lives.
That's what the orders are for, to save lives. Good day, citizen.
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Yep, well, you have no problem facing those kind of machines before. Alrighty, let's get this next one.
Fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long-leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Jesus.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long-leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long-leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I what they say.
Jesus Christ, how did those people work together? Oh, I already got the machine parts. Okay.
I wouldn't have to check it twice if you'd stop droning in my ear.
Jesus.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course, of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long-leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
Oh, God.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
As you wipe machine oil on my silks.
Who wears a silk apron to the metal markets?
I do.
Oh, for God's sakes. And I'm surprised they get any business done at all. Well, at least it's human economy these games sometimes. Oh, dear God. There's some characters that you just want. You get the point. Alrighty. Just follow the roads and we should be there. As the old saying goes, can't we all just get along? No, we cannot. We always find something to argue about, doesn't matter what it is. And why is that? Because we, as human beings, are stupid, that's why. We find anything and anyone to argue about. Doesn't matter if it's politics, objects, people, food, anything really. We'll complain about the time of day to each other if we had the time.
Did you hear the one about the boar, the grazer, and the sun priest?
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Okay. So, again, two sides of every tale. Let's look at the campfire over there. Well, I suppose it is a good cause, even if it's wrong actions. But then again, I suppose they do the lesser evil so others wouldn't have to, and especially when it comes to those who are suffering. I know those were saying like the ends justify the means, but, well, hopefully they don't go too far. Lordhead, Honor the Fallen. Got a lot of stuff to do around here. There's quite a ways to go. I think we'll focus on this region first. Actually, scratch that. I think we should actually focus on fixing up everything in this region. So pretty much just finding the flowers and clearing out the corruption site. So, we'll start heading on the road here and go to here. Sounds good? Okay. I know it seems like I'm jumping all over the place, but it's just better to have a set goal in mind. And otherwise I'll just be literally jumping from one place to another altogether. And like I said, I like to go for the side stuff first before I go for the main story. So, again, I'll be getting everything else back in this region. So we need to get that flower there. What's this called? There's any merchants on the way. Was not expecting to get that. And a full food talisman.
This'll last.
Yeah. And I've been needing more fatty meats anyway. Alrighty. We'll get the metal flower and then we'll do this part here. Not a doubt I might end the episode soon. This cough is really bad. Oh, there's the fat flowers. No, on top of the cliff. I'm pretty much in the right region.
This must be the sun's climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark.
I don't see any metal flowers. Probably not close enough to actually see it shine up on the focus. Got a lot of that in there tomorrow. Or at night before I go to bed. Sorry, turkey. Yeah, I went too far off. I bet you 5 quid that the metal flower will be on top of the cliff. Let's go climb it. This way. Up. Up. Excuse me. try some blast. Yeah. Using bombs is not a good idea against flying animals. I would use the rope pass, but sadly I wouldn't be able to reach it. Just a sec. Here we are. Yep. See if I can get it. Actually, that one. Down and out. Sorry. Buzzing. Come on, blood brain. I'm right here. Well, I was just flying enemies was going to be the more annoying ones, you know?
It won't hold.
Went hot. Nice. Where's the Banu? He's dead, but wow. Oh.
You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave the story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the Karja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
There's that one. There's the flower. So it was up on the
You're a question waiting for an answer.
on the mountains, yeah. Okay, is any way to rifle down? I don't see any. Doesn't look like there is. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to be careful here. Oh, so there was a path down here. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have to call this an episode, guys. I got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of editing to do, especially in the last video. I'm gonna have to try and find some bits to snip out so I can edit it in. I need to be more careful with how I do these things. I thought I had enough time, but I just didn't expect that to go on the escort part. But anyway, that will be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to show support for the channel. I very much appreciate that. Now with that being said, thank you all again, and I hope you all have a good day. Take care of yourselves, and drive safely out there, people. Bye bye. Take care. Whew.